Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a review of the Savage custom drums. Let's zoom in just a little bit here. On the Savage custom drums bell bronze snare drum. Let's zoom back out. This snare drum is a 7x14 replica model according to the website that I have pulled up on my Mac beside me. The particular one I have is, again, 7 inches deep by 14 inches wide. It does have the custom bell bronze hoops in the shape of die-cast tubes. It has all the second generation Tama hardware, not the first generation if I remember correctly. So it has the 2 adjustable butt plate and throw off. So before I get into my thoughts about it, let's hear what it sounds like. And then I'll come back and give my thoughts. So as you can tell from the audio, although the head that I used in the demo is a Remo Emperor, it sounds absolutely phenomenal. The mics that I used to record it were the Audio Technica Pro Series mics, just the 2 overheads, the Pro 63. I didn't have any bottom snare mic, although I've got a new one now. I got a Audix i5, and I actually prefer it more than the Pro 63, but that's for another time. As I'm speaking right now, though, just from when I had first seen the snare drum, I honestly was shocked because I wasn't expecting the finish to look good. The finish is called the Old Church Bell, which was based on the. Let me zoom in just a little bit so you can see it just a little bit more. Let me get you a little better shot. See, but as you can clearly see, the finish is quite phenomenal, honestly. I wasn't expecting it to look good. Actually, I thought it was going to be very grainy, but the shell is completely smooth to the touch. It is quite phenomenal, and I actually do kind of like the patina look over the polished shell that I had saw. Because there was 2 of them on sale on Reverb, and this was the one I chose to pick up. For our stand, they ship with Remo heads or Aquarian heads, depending on your choice. Although, it has a Remo controlled sound batter on it now, which is what it came with shipped. The resonant head, however, is a Evans 300 hazy, so it's a very thin resonant head, which I've had trouble with those before, but on this snare drum, it just works phenomenal. And reading a little bit from the website, they said that their goal is to create the finest sounding instruments possible while making sure our drums hold up to the rigorous road use or reliably behind a kit in the studio. from what I understand, they rely on word of mouth, and they don't really have a whole lot of social media that I've been able to find. I was able to find a Facebook page, but that was about it. Not a whole lot of ways to contact them. I believe there's an email you can contact them by, and if there is, I'll link it in the description below. If not, I'll try to figure out another way you can contact them. Now, also from what the website says, they ship with cannabis, snare weight, and they have a Humsenberg case that comes with it. Now, obviously, I bought it secondhand, so I didn't get all of that. Although I did get the cannabis snare wires, and I changed out the straps on it, because the straps they originally came with, I'm assuming that the owner had it, used tape instead of actual snare straps. So it has real snare straps on it now, and the snare sounds even better now because of that. Now, when I did the demo, I had Pure Sound 30 strand wires on it and not the 20 strand. Although, looking back at it now, the 20 strand honestly is better than the 30 strand for snare drums like this. It is a 5mm thick shell, so it is pretty thick, and it's really heavy, right about 25 pounds, actually 24.6 pounds apparently, but I rounded it up to 25. The snare drum, honestly, it really shocked me because I wasn't expecting it to sound good. Honestly, I thought I was just going to get the gunshot sound that you hear on Metallica's Black Album or on Nirvana's Nevermind record. I was told Guns N' Roses apparently used it, and Blink-182 used the famous Tomo, not the Savage. So when I got it, that's kind of what I was expecting. What I did not realize that this drum has such a huge range of tuning. Just like I would argue it has more than my DW bell brass, and my DW bell brass is designed to have some of the widest tuning ranges possible. So just hats off to Savage on that one. Just total hats off to them. They nailed it. I don't see any reason to not buy from them over any other competitor. From what I understand, they don't use B20 alloy. I don't know what alloy they use to make the shells. If I do find out what they make it from, I'll again add it in the description of the video. All in all, I would say like a 10 out of, if I had to say from a 1 to 10 scale, I would say a 10. This just, for the money, it's worth it. If you got $1,800 and you're looking for a custom-made snare drum, I mean, honestly, you can't do better than this. You really cannot. Although, I will say there is one caveat, and it is the weight. Again, it's a 25-pound snare drum, so if you're actually looking to gig around with it all the time, you may have a harsh time doing it just because it's pretty heavy. So I would recommend either hitting the gym a little more often or hiring one of your buddies to become your rodeo or road tech, so that way you don't have to worry about carrying it, because to be fair, it is really, really heavy. And let me get you some more close-up shots of it. You know, like I said, control sound better. I really like the Tama throw-offs. I feel like that was a great idea to make it, as far as replicas. I do feel like the lugs are totally like the Rogers double-ended, what's it called, beaver tail lugs. They definitely do look like those. I'm not saying they are, but the resemblance is very, very there. And one more feature about the look before I wrap this video up is that I really love the chrome finish. It just pops off the snare drum. And to be honest, it's definitely a Savage snare drum. So once again, hats off to Savage snare drums, Savage custom drums, excuse me. They are a phenomenal brand. If you got the money, buy one. Anyhow, subscribe to my channel. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And come back for more reviews. Like I said, I got a review on the Onyx i5 coming up. And I'm possibly going to be redoing my review of the DW kit. But that will remain to be seen. Anyhow, you all have a great day. God bless and goodbye for now.